Hi guys, today we're going to talk about describing and sketching quadratics. So in this section, we've talked about how to graph them an awful lot. We've made tables till we're blue in the face. So now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some big ideas, and then you should be able to use the patterns that we've made so far to just sketch it. Now I'm not looking for an actual graph with positive 2 over and positive 2 up. That's not what I'm going for. I'm going for using big ideas. So first of all, if I look at a general equation, I'm going to add some pieces in here. So first of all, if I see a value out here that's W, if W is positive, that means that my graph is going to open up. That means like this. If W is negative, it means it's going to open down. Like this. Okay, now there's some other pieces as well I want to make sure that you know. So if X inside of here has plus a number, that means it's going to go left, whatever that number is. If it's minus, it's going to go to the right. So that means everything that's in here has to shift on the x-axis. Now in the end, if you go plus a number's on the end, it's going to go up. If it's minus, it's going to go down. So this shift down here is all on the y-axis. So this is a shift on the x. This is a shift on the y. So we're going to work our way through some examples today that are going to help you get a better idea of how to sketch and a better idea of what to predict. So listen, every time we do this, we're going to come back to looking at how it compares to this general equation. So that's what we're doing every time. Okay, now, you'll see on here I've done just a regular organizer. This is not graph paper, it's a regular organizer. Whole reason that I'm doing that is because we're going to sketch. So we're going to do it on all 4 of these. So like I did last time, I'm going to attempt to turn this and then write on just one organizer as we go. So if it is y equals x squared plus 4, so this part right here is on the end. So if it's plus a number on the end, that means it's going to go up. So that means it goes up 4. Now there's no number out in front that I see, so I assume that's a 1. That would be my W or my A value, whichever way you want to think about it. So that tells me that it opens up. Okay, so here's my x and y axis. I know it's going to go up 4 units. And I know at that point it's going to open up. There's my sketch. Nothing more involved than that. The only time I'm going to ask you to have any numbers is if it hits an x or a y axis at a specific spot. Then I'm going to ask you to mark it, just so that you know what's going on. The other thing is I am going to try to mark up my equation as I go, just to make it easier for when you're looking back to try to remember how this all works. Okay, I'm going to turn my sheet here. Go to this next one. So this is inside. So when I see plus a number, that means that it's going to go to the left. So it goes to the left 2. Now there's no number out here, my W. I would assume that's 1, which means it opens up. Okay, now I'm going to do my x and y axis here. Now this happens to shift 2 to the left. So if I went 2 to the left, that would be at negative 2. And I know right there it opens up. Okay, let's try the next one. So now we'll start to kind of put more than one movement in here. So y equals x plus 4 in parentheses squared minus 1. So first of all, probably the easiest is this part up here. So if it's minus, that means it goes down 1. Now, in this part right here, that means it goes to the left 4. And I assume that there's a 1 out there because they don't give me a number, which means because 1 is positive, it opens up. So I've got 4 pieces of information that I'm going to use there. So if it goes down 1, that would be negative 1. If it goes to the left 4, that would be negative 4. So where these two meet is where the vertex would be. And we know it opens up. So it goes in this direction. Okay, hope you're starting to get the hang of these here. Let's look at one more in the front and we'll go to the back. Okay. So y equals x minus 3 squared plus 3. So this is probably the easiest. This one is going to go up 3. Now, if it's x minus 3, that means it's going to go to the right 3. Now, I assume right now that there's a 1 out here because they don't give me any other number. Hang on, just trying to get it to right. There we go. So that means that it opens up. So x and y here. It goes up 3. Oops, I guess I thought I'd change colors. Up 3. And if it goes to the right 3, it would be there. That's where the vertex would be. And I know it would open up. Okay, we're going to try 2 more on the back just to make sure you get the hang of this. So hang on, I'm just going to turn this back the way it should be. Okay, here's the next one on the back. Now I did this d of x. Now I only did this because really this would be the same as saying this. They just named the function, but I wanted you to see one that started to have function names because you're going to see those more and more. Okay, so this part right here is going to tell you it's going down 5. This part in here means it's going to go to the left 3. And there's no number in front. So we assume that's a 1. So that means it opens up. So here's my x and y axis. It goes down 5. So it goes down 5. I would make that negative 5. Goes to the left 3, so that would be negative 3. So that's where those two meet. That would be your vertex point. I guess let me move it over just a little bit. Then if it opens up, it goes in this direction. Okay, one more. Hang on, just going to make this a little smaller so I can turn it. Apparently I'm challenged today. Okay, in this one I have j of x. Now remember, this is the same thing as y. So just remember that if you see it. And that's x minus 1 squared plus 2. So this part means it's going to be up 2. Minus 2 inside of here means it's going to be to the right 1. And I assume there's a positive 1 out there, which means it's going to open up. So here is my x and y axis. Goes up 2, so that would be a positive 2. Over 1, that would be a positive 1. So there's where my vertex point's going to be. If it opens up, it goes there. Okay, we'll keep practicing some more in the next video.